Okay, guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be talking and discussing about the top 6 teams in the Western Conference for the upcoming NBA season. So, at number 1, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are the reigning champions, and honestly, in my opinion, they're the clear favorites to win or repeat as the top team in the West. They also re-signed their core guys in SGA, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren, and they're locked in with multi-year extensions. For number 2, we have the Houston Rockets. They had massive upgrades this offseason. Obviously, they acquired Kevin Durant, but they also acquired quite a bit of depth with Clint Capella and Dorian Finney-Smith having signed in free agency, and they also re-signed Jabari Smith Jr., so honestly, that's pretty good for them. And I think that the offseason overhaul actually suggests that they could be a number 2 seed in the West, and they could be potential contenders, They could be. Number 3, we have the Denver Nuggets. Obviously, the front office is continuing to invest its time and money, whatever you want to say, around Nikola Jokic, obviously being the centerpiece of the franchise, by adding or trading for Cam Johnson. They also traded for, I believe, Jonas Valanciunas, and I think they signed Tim Hardaway Jr. They're honestly still a title threat. They also have deeper rotation this upcoming season, and they definitely have a lot of championship experience, so they could also be contenders. If you didn't know, the West is really competitive. You got the Clippers now, who are going to be pretty good, I think. You have the Lakers, obviously, shout out. You have the Nuggets, you have the Rockets, and you also have OKC. So that's 5 teams. They could all be the number 1 seed. Talking about Lakers, at number 4, that's who we have, the LA Lakers. They actually ended up building around this offseason a renewed and also a leaner Luka Doncic, who, by the way, lost 31 pounds this offseason. And he recently signed a 3-year, $165 million extension with the franchise. They also added major pieces with DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia, who have playoff experience, and they also apparently have depth now, so that's pretty good. I'll do a separate video about the Lakers acquisitions, but for now, it's pretty good. Also, I made a couple videos about Marcus Smart and why I think he's a good signing for the Lakers, so check that out. Number 5, I have the LA Clippers. I do think that they could be higher, but just because of how it's structured and with the rest of the teams, having a great offseason, I think they could be a 5th seed. But they still remain at top tier discussions with a lot of veteran additions, obviously. Uncle Chris Paul, 40 years old, but he'll probably be pretty good off the bench, I think. Talking about bench, they also have quite consistent depth. I believe they signed John Collins and a few other guys, but John Collins is going to be great for that team, honestly. But like I said, these last few teams, I think OKC is a lock for number 1. Houston Rockets and Denver Nuggets, I think, could switch. But I feel like Lakers, Denver, and Clippers will be in competition for the 3rd seed. So I think that's pretty cool. And then number 6, we have the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously they got the number 1 pick this offseason. Pretty good for them, but I don't know if they deserved it. I think it's just Adam Silver being kind. But yeah, anyways, with Anthony Davis on the team, obviously, and hopefully he'll be healthy, they gain size and also two-way versatility. AD is now ranked among the West's top 10 stars as well. Obviously, the Mavericks itself are still adjusting post the Luka trade, but honestly, I think they're ready to compete on both ends. They have a strong core, and they have quite a few depth pieces to come off the bench. So thank you for watching. As I said before, you can check out some of my other videos. I made quite a few videos recently about the Lakers. I made a video recently about the Knicks as well, so you guys can go check that out. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as well. If you have thoughts or comments, or you want to discuss something, video ideas, whatever, just comment it in the comment section. I'll try and reply, or I'll try and make videos out there. So thank you. I'll see you in the next video.